Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and to the elders at Great Millstone that do rule well and teach well. Peace, blessing, salutation to the elect of the nation of Israel. To you I say Shalom. This is Revelation chapter 14, verse 14. And I looked, this is Revelation chapter 14, verse 14. And I looked, and behold, a white cloud, and upon the cloud one sat like unto the Son of Man, having on his head a golden crown, and in his hand a sharp sickle. Okay, this is talking about Yahweh Shai, him, coming in that white cloud. That white cloud represents, white represents pure, right? A cloud represents a chariot. That white cloud is talking about a chariot, okay, that Yahweh Shai is going to come in, okay, with full force and full power. And upon the cloud one sat like unto the Son of Man. That's Yahweh Shai, having on his head a golden crown, and in his hand a sharp sickle. Golden crown. That's going into how Yahweh Shai is coming to conquer. And it says a sharp sickle, which a sharp sickle is a farming tool when you're ready to cut down the harvest. You use that sickle. And we are entering into that harvest because we are at the end of the world. You see? So the end of the world is a representation of the harvest. And now it's time for Yahweh Shai to what? To reap. Verse 15, and another angel came out of the temple, crying with a loud voice to him that sat on the cloud, thrust in thy sickle and reap, for the time is come for thee to reap, for the harvest of the earth is ripe. So during harvest, what you do, you reap. You cut down whatever you planted or sowed. And what's been sown here in this world, wickedness has been sown here. So wickedness have been planted here, and guess who's going to chop them down? Yahweh Shai is going to chop them down, going to cut them off. He's going to strike them down. Who? These different nations. Okay, and hey, this is all going into the day of Yahweh Shai's return, because a lot of people think Yahweh Shai's return is full of cotton candy and kisses. No. Verse 16, and he that sat on the cloud thrust in his sickle on the earth, and the earth was reaped. And another angel came out of the temple which is in heaven, he also having a sharp sickle. Okay. And another angel came out from the altar which had power over fire, and cried with a loud cry to him It says, well, let me start at verse 15 again. It says, and another angel came out of the temple, crying with a loud voice to him that sat on the cloud, thrust in thy sickle and reap, for the time is come for thee to reap, for the harvest of the earth is ripe. It says, thrust in thy sickle. That's going into now it's time for Yahushua to get busy. You know, the scriptures talk about vengeance is in his heart. Verse 16, he that sat on the cloud thrusting the sickle on the earth, and the earth was reaped. You know, in the midst of the chaos and commotion, in the midst of the MOTB, what's going to happen? Yahushua is going to pop up on Esau and take them out. Remember, vengeance is in Yahushua's heart. Okay? And it says, verse 18, another angel came out from the altar, which had power over fire, and cried with a loud cry to him that had the sharp sickle, saying, thrust in thy sharp sickle, and gather the clusters of the vine of the earth, for her grapes are fully ripe. It says, what which had power over fire. That's going into the lasers from the chariots. Okay, that's going into the layers of the chariots, man. And it says what? Gather the clusters of the vine. That's dealing with Esau. These different nations and other wicked Israelites that's destined for destruction. You know. Verse 19, the angel thrust in the sickle into the earth and gathered the vine of the earth and cast it into the great winepress of the wrath of God. That's going to, that's going to be the end of this age. Okay, the angel thrust in his sickle into the earth and gathered the vine of the earth and cast it into the great winepress of the wrath of God. Yep. See? Destruction. All right. Verse 20, and the winepress was trodden without the city, and blood came, and it says, and blood came out of the winepress, even unto the horse bridles, by the space of 1,600 furlongs, which, a good precept for the scriptures, Isaiah 63, verse 1. So, this is going into the destruction, man. Revelation 18, Revelation 9, Revelation 8, Revelation 14, Revelation 17, 18, 19, Revelation 6. It goes into the destruction. Okay, Revelation 12, 13, Revelation 20, 21. We're reading a prophetic book. So Yahushua is going to cut down these nations. He's going to cut them down, man. Okay? He's going to cut them down. Like the scriptures say in Revelation chapter 1, verse 7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so Amen. So Yahushua is coming with the clouds, with the chariots, okay, the clouds of heaven, the chariots, the so-called UFOs. The world called them UFOs, but the scriptures are known. They're in the scriptures. They're known as what the chariots of Israel. Okay, he's coming with the clouds, which is synonymous to the chariots. It says they're gonna wail. They shall wail, to cut, strike, smite, to cut from, cut off. Yep, to cut down, to chop. to eat right. The Lord Yahweh Shai is going to break them into pieces and cut them down. Yahweh Shai is coming to conquer. You see, he's coming with the clouds of heaven. When you read the book of Acts, chapter 1, it goes into verse 9. It says, and when he had spoken these things while they beheld, he was taken up, and the cloud received them out of their sight. He was taken up. So that's the end goal for us being the prophets, the believers. The only way out is up in those chariots. You know, the only way out is those chariots, man. Through the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Right? A cloud received them out of their sight. So Yahweh Shai was taken up in the chariot. Verse 10, and while they looked steadfastly toward heaven as he went up, behold, two men stood by them in white apparel, which also said, Ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing up into heaven? This same Yahweh Shai, which is taken up from you into heaven, shall so come in like manner as ye have seen him go into heaven. Right. So he's going to come back with the clouds, with the chariots. Okay. And it's all in the scriptures, man. You know. So with that, all praises to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shah Bahashim, Rakakodah, Shalom.